to watch this. You going? You going to watch?
I'm thinking about it.
You ain't going to do that. No, you not.
Kevin Durant yet to play in the finals, and he's only been seen for brief moments in the tunnel during games. But, you know, despite that, KD is apparently making a big impact on the team. Quinn Cook says, quote, he's been a great leader and motivated everybody over these past 3 games. He's been the best leader you could ask for. A man who knows about leadership in locker rooms, Kendrick Perkins, back with us. Perk, how do you think Kevin Durant has handled this situation? Not been an easy one.
Yeah, I got to pat myself on the back. I taught him well.
Ooh.
I taught him well. I taught KD you got to lose yourself in the team at all times. No matter, you know, a great teammate is a guy who's going to be all in when things are not going good for you, but the team is still having success.
Right.
And I think KD is doing a great job. I hear a lot about, oh, he's not on the bench and why he's not on the bench.
You're about to hear it from me.
But,
go ahead.
But why be on the bench? It's not like this is a young, unexperienced team. This is a team that's been to 5 straight finals.
Right.
When you could be in the back getting treatment around the clock. And what you have to understand is that when KD arrives to the game, he has to work out first, exercise, bike, weightlifting. There's only 3 or 4 training room tables in the thing. So you have to put yourself last and let guys who's playing get tape, get stretched. So you stay in the back, and what you do is you get treatment around the clock. You may get 20 minutes of stem unit, 20 minutes of ice, 20 minutes of soft tissue work. I'd rather have Kevin Durant getting treatment around the clock than sitting on the bench clapping when really it's not needed. It's not needed. This is a experienced championship team that have leaders on the court. They have Draymond Green. They have Stephen Curry. They have Iggy. They have Sean Livingston. It's not like this is a new Toronto team. Say KD and Kawhi switched spots in Toronto. You know, KD went down in Toronto playing against them. Okay, it's a different situation.
Right.
But if I could have him in the back getting treatment around the clock, I'd rather have that than him sitting on the bench clapping for no reason, just to see his face or what kind of suit he's wearing.
I agree with you, Perk. I don't have a problem with him watching from the locker room. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Skip, Kyle Lowry, when he dove into the stand, that's diving into Kevin Durant. Whatever injury he has is going to be worse when Kyle Lowry gets up off it.
So you're saying he's in danger sitting on the bench?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I've never seen anybody get hurt sitting on the bench. I've never seen it before.
Well, if you have that, Skip, this is what we know. The injury is more severe than they're leading us to.
I agree with that. I don't even know if round-the-clock treatment can do any good.
Right.
It can.
Huh?
It can.
Well, I don't know what it's an Achilles something.
It can help him for free agency. It can help him get ready for his new team. I don't know. I don't think it's going to help him get ready for the remaining of this series. But I just think for Skip, this is who he is. I don't have a problem with Kevin doing it this way, because him not traveling to Portland, I think that was my first indication, Skip, for early on, of the seriousness of this injury.
I buy that.
I think that was the first time that I was like, hold on, this is not just a normal calf injury. There's something more severe going on here, and they don't want us to know, or they don't
want Toronto.
They don't want Toronto to know, but they don't really want the general public to know.
Nope.
So this is more serious than that. And Skip, KD is saying, I'm not that kind of leader. I just want a guy, throw the ball up in the air and let me go hoop. I'm going to lead by dropping these 30 on you, grabbing these 6-7 rebounds, and winning the game. That's the type of leader that I am. So I have no problem with KD doing it like this.
Uh-oh.
I got a big problem with it, because this has been a troubled basketball team all year long, and it started with that incident, that flashpoint back in November between KD and Draymond, in which Draymond spoke his heart. That's what happened. We won without you. We don't need you. Because Draymond and everybody else on that team thought by that point that Kevin was gone. He has not 1 foot out the door. He's basically got 2 big sneakers out the door. And he's playing out the string. And it's not that he was given less than his best. He's trying to win, but it's the unity has been fractured when you think he's gone. And he said, I don't want to talk about it. And then he just kept on talking about it at every opportunity, November, December, January. Am I right?
Yes, you're right, Skip. But what KD is doing, you know how the guy that he's already got another job lined up
Yeah.
and he's using up all his PTO days?
That's
That's
what
what KD doing. KD just using up his PTO days. That's all he doing. Leave that man alone.
So now we get to this point, and he gets seriously injured. And I'm going to knock on this wood over here. God willing, it doesn't threaten his free agent status.
Correct.
Because it's going to come out how hurt he is after these finals.
Oh, you got to get a physical.
Because you're going to have to. So this was a time where he could try to restore some of the unity. And I know this is all just optics, and you're going to say baloney. But to show that I'm literally with you guys, I'm going to wear my uniform, or maybe I'm just going to wear whatever LeBron would wear, whatever the outfit of the night
you know
was.
LeBron be sharp.
He'd be sharp, man. He'd be Shannon sharp.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, Kevin could just walk down that tunnel and just sit at the end of the bench with the scrubs. I get that. But then timeouts, you go stand in the huddle and you whisper in Steph's ear like we saw him whisper in his ear as he's going out down the tunnel. It's just a show of force. We're all together because he's the biggest fish, man. He's the 7-foot monster, and you want to be able to look over there and know he is clapping for you. He's with you. He's showing you literally, I'm out here with you, even though I can't help you on the court. I can help you during timeouts.
Well,
that's a big deal to me.
Well, Skip, but this is my thing, and it's certain teams that you have to be careful with that, because when certain guys are hurt, like, and you're playing and you're in the heat of the battle, certain guys don't want to hear from injured players. Like, they don't want to hear.
I got it, but that's not just any injured player.
Yeah, but I mean, but this is a team that's been to 5 straight finals.
I
so
got
that's
it.
what I'm saying, Skip. Like, what does it matter if he's sitting on the bench or not? That doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have Kevin Durant. Obviously, to me, if Bob Myers or the ownership told Kevin Durant, hey, we want you out there on the bench, or even if Steve Kerr said it.
Yeah, you got that right.
So they must be okay with it.
Well, Bob Myers has to be okay because Kevin is watching the game in his little office that's right next door to the locker room door. It just says office on it, and it's Bob Myers' office, and it's pretty small, but it's got a couple of recliners, and he and Bob Myers, I think, have been watching the games on television.
Okay, but
I don't know.
But they must be all good with it, doctors and all. Steve Kerr, they all, because I mean, usually when I was in Oklahoma City and I was hurt, Sam Preston used to say, you got your suit because you're sitting on the bench. We need your leadership skills. Well, that was a young team.
Okay.
But this is a team that went to 5 straight finals.
But he's Kevin Durant. He's back-to-back finals MVP.
Okay, but
they all know he's...
But he's not that vocal. KD is not that vocal leader. Draymond is that. Draymond would be there. LeBron is a vocal leader.
He is.
But KD
is
that's why you go, Skip. You don't go to a team like that if you're trying to lead. If you trying to lead, you stay where you are, or you go to you go to the Wizards. You go to a team that needs that veteran leadership. Okay, but that's not what he is.
They think Kevin's gone anyway. So for Kevin, it feels like he's saying, I'm above you guys. I'm better than this.
No.
I don't need to go down there and sit. That'd be beneath my dignity to go sit in a suit on the end of the bench. That's how it's coming across to me.
No, I don't look at it like that. I don't think he thinks he's better than those guys are. I just think he's not that type of leader. He can do more in the locker room when he get in there. He's probably giving them, hey guys, this is what I'm seeing out there when the locker room or pregame or halftime. So I don't want to micromanage and say how he should do it, because everybody's different.
Right.
Okay. I mean, the policy when I played, there's certain guys, Skip, they didn't travel when they were injured.
Right.
For some reason, I got injured and nobody else traveled when they was injured. But I got injured and
because you was a vocal leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a difference.
You were the all-time vocal leader.
But I'm saying, you was just heart and soul.
Right. So
you could imagine guys listen when you speak, guys listen to you. Right. And Draymond is that heart and soul.
Yes.
And I'd rather have a Kevin Durant in the back getting treatment. And
I don't think he's getting treatment during the game.
Why not?
I just don't.
He is. I went back there game 1 and sat with him.
You did?
Yes.
And?
He's getting treatment.
He's getting treatment during the game?
Yes.
What's wrong with him? Can you give us the insight?
I know he's walking without crutches, so it can't be his Achilles.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Mr. Sharp has been speculating it looks Achilles-esque. Am I right?
No.
Am I right?
No.
You're very right.
Okay, thank you very much. And you're hearing from Kevin, not the Achilles?
Yes, it's not the Achilles.
It's
his
calf?
calf strain.
Is it torn?
I don't know, but
Well,
I know
what did he
usually.
tell you?
But usually when you have a calf strain, that's a 4 to 6 week.
It can
injury.
be.
Sometimes 8 weeks.
Okay.
I guess they got little calves. 'Cause
Okay.
I had one. I was out of a week.
Oh, he's a stick pro. You know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the bottom line to everything you just said about, well, Steve Kerr didn't ask him to, Bob Myers. They're not asking him to do anything. They're catering to him just the way Toronto is to number 2.
That's what you do.
And that's what you're
Catering.
supposed to do.
I know, because they are desperate to try to keep him there.
That
At
was-
least
You don't want to make
You
him
do that
mad.
every night.
No.
You do that every night. You cater to Ernestine.
That's true.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say I was catered to you.
No, you cater to Ernestine. You like, later for you.
I do cater to you because I try to hand you softball topics
No,
that you might be able to compete.
You be stalling me out. You be, hold on. I'm down 30 minutes today in talk time.
Are you really keeping score on
Don't
talk?
worry about that.
Well, you haven't had much to say today because you've been flip-flopping all
I
day.
ain't flip-flopping. No, you tried to finagle me out of another 3 or 4 cases that I ain't gonna do it.
Well,
So,
he
Shannon, you
finagled
got-
right into one.
So Shannon, you got Golden State tonight, right?
I gotta go with
He
the
had
you got-
Toronto until you arrived, and then he decided.
No.
Yeah. I got Golden State, and you got Toronto for one
Got a
case.
case
I
to
do.
do and Diet Coke.
Because I see something very interesting. I was walking back, leaving the game, and I was walking, and I seen Toronto leaving the court, their team, walking through the tunnel. It was no celebration. It was no smiles. It looked like a team that was on a mission.
Really?
Business.
Yes.
Well, then that's it. They should call off the rest of the
No,
finals.
don't call it
No,
out.
don't call it
We're
off.
gonna
wanna-
play.
we gonna beat the
We're gonna
brakes
play
off
it tonight. Gentlemen, we gotta leave this one here.
God.
Perk, thanks again for being
Yeah,
here.
thanks,
Always a
ma'am.
pleasure to see you. Up next on the show, why is everyone mad at Tom Brady?